Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Ash of God's Redemption. We're up to episode 7. I think we last left off with Thorn, Brennan, and company in the city here. Need to talk to Ramlin still. We'll need to go see the Cirrus and, of course, the Doubleman here. So let's go. Keep staring at the arch. Never seen a double menhir before, have you? No, I haven't. Never even ventured so far into these parts. That being said, I have heard of such a menhir. When I was a kid, Granny told me a story of a warrior who had walked between two menhirs and was rejuvenated. Must be a Vandal tale. I'm not familiar with it. Do you think it refers to this particular menhir? If it does, the Vandal must have traveled far away from home. Just like my granny. She used to tell me stories about her homeland. She said she would have never left, but she fell in love with my grandfather. The heart wants what it wants. I'll think about your story. Nowadays, it's hard to tell truth from fantasy. I've already spent as much money as I can, really, so let's go see the sorceress. Good day to you, Sheila. My name is Thorn Brennan. I arrived here just recently, but I've heard so much about you. Could it be that the gods have sent you to my aid, or is it pure coincidence? Nothing is coincidence, Thorn. I'm also my own master, and I don't run others' errands. But you are here for a reason. The guards have probably told you many things. What do you want? You must already know what I want. It's not every day one meets a seer, let alone a seer whose prophecies come true. Perhaps you know a way to stop the reaping. Don't worry about the reaping, Thorn. The time has come for each of us to face our own woes, especially your companion, the older one. He exhausted himself and got weak. Do you mean Krieger? What's gnawing at him? Is it some sort of illness? Perhaps a kind of yearning? Can I help him? You have no way of helping him. Nobody but Krieger himself can beat back the thing devouring him from within. The best you can do is kill him before he kills any of those he is meant to protect. Kill him? Are you mad? No matter what you see in the future, Krieger will never betray us. Of that I am sure. So let's discuss this further. Perhaps you could give me an idea of where I should be going. You don't need my ideas, Thorn. From here, the only way is to Ursus. Try your luck there, though I know not whether it will be on your side. If every menhir is imbued with poison, we shall find no cure in Ursus. Or is there something else, apart from the stone? What awaits me in that city? It's not a what, but who. Look for Unda, the healer. She may be the only one who can help you. Alright, I shall pay her a visit unless she has disappeared from the city again. Is your ointment for sale? It's not my ointment, it's the temple balm. They've been brewing it for over 700 years, but I've only found a use for it now. They rub it on every neck within reach. I brought some from Ursus and gave it all to Vegan. Why do you need it? It only relieves the pain. It's not a Strix and offers no protection. The Strixes are melting. Do you suggest we wander all around Terminium looking for them until the reaping abates? You will not wander long. Sooner or later you will come to where it is fated, provided, of course, that you don't perish on the way. I am the master of my own fate. Only I decide how and where to go. Sheila, I'm sorry. Is it possible that I have seen you before? We have never met, of that I'm sure, but there is something oddly familiar in your eyes. I've wandered far and wide. We could have encountered each other. In my age, details escape me. Here, put on this bracelet so that I recognize you next time. These are not Strixes, but not pebbles either, and you will find them useful. Useless. Don't take the bracelet off. If you chance upon Unda, tell her that the source must be preserved. Remember it verbatim. The source must be preserved. I will. And thank you. I guess I should go now, find Father before he starts getting worried. Two menhirs form a giant arch. Walk under the archway. Injury level decreased by 1. Damn it! Why are you sitting here all by yourself? Are you ill or just sober? Your face is ashen. Is an old wound acting up? Some wounds are inflicted from within, Thorn. It's like ice in my chest. I have to tell you something. In Albius I deserted. I abandoned my post and my men. I should have stood my ground once shit started happening, but I chickened out and bolted as soon as the Reaper thing vanished. I ran for my life and into Fisk. That's when my shame caught up with me, but the fear is still here, eating me up from the inside. You need rest, my friend. Take a breath and put this nonsense out of your head. I know I can always rely on you. Now that's better. Get yourself together and return my right-hand man Krieger to me. Deal? Alright, Thorn. I'll do my best. I think we've pretty much done everything. Just wait till the answers arrive. Okay. That seems bad. We'll definitely keep those two. This seems about right for what I want. Okay. Be good to have Flit in the party. I don't have really good... I think I'm gonna take Flit instead of Hode. I feel like Flit does more. Like, just archery-wise, it seems like he has more flexibility, more versatility. Let's see what happens. This is exciting. I'm going to try to talk a little bit more about the strategy now that I've kind of figured it out. Have more of a sense for it. Little skelly buddies. Alright. Okay, so we've got Krieger right in front of us. So we'll put guys on multiple sides here. Get some Ences out here. You can be here. You can be all the information. Try to remember how to play the game. Alright, got my cards. That's good. Cards may help. We'll see. Who first? Let's do Onslaught. Stop. They burned a healing card. Can do a heavy strike. Take away the rest of his energy. Let's do that. Now. Damn it, they keep using abilities. All surrounding units. Okay, so we need to get him out of the way here. So Thorn's gonna go here. He's gonna fight back on Krieger. Energy, I think. Some counter abilities here. Yeah, it's giving the Ences time to get all juiced up, I feel like. I see no choice but to deal with Krieger. I'm not sure how to feel about this. I mean, we obviously need to move Thorn up. Parry or fight back. Cancel. Fight back against energy, I guess. Should probably just go against health on here. Seems well defended. Armor break. Worth it to get the counter in, probably. Nothing he can do. An archer, on the other hand, can do a little shooty. That dead shot makes the rest of them stronger when one dies. Forgot about that. They seem to be spending all their time buffing each other, like not actually attacking. I mean, Thorn's gonna get beat. Well, maybe not. Apparently they've decided to continue buffing each other. I'm not 100% sure to what end. I guess this guy is just super strong. Nope. Nope, that's not what I want. Ah! Here. And you heal. Oh, now the big one comes up. Ow. Yeah. A bitch. There with a double strike. Everybody loves a double strike. She did damage, so she gets her health points back. Whoa! All of the energies. Wizard needs more spells. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, get wrecked. Just did energy damage. It's pointless. Go there. Make with the punching. That on, and we'll also select this guy. Easy enough to get rid of him. Oh, he refilled his energy. How cute. I feel like it's not going to do much against, you know, that. Man, that guy does no damage. Damn it. Yeah, we'll go here, and we'll shield up Thorn in case he gets whomped on. No. I have to end my turn. Owie! Do I have anything here I can use against this guy? Reduce health by 10. Oh. Okay, yeah. Put on that guy. Got him. Yeah! 50 Strixes, yams, 2 burning souls, fragments. They leveled up an archer. Okay. Krieger is dead. Cooling down after the battle, you stand beside the body of your former friend and comrade and regard it with horror. It's covered in blood and it still looks like Krieger, but you know it is no longer him. It is the beast that turned against his friends. Your companions are in shock too. Some check their own teeth. Words come to you with difficulty. A warrior dies when an enemy strikes him with his blade, but sometimes it isn't a blade, but evil sorcery that kills him. I believe that this is no fault of Krieger's. Still, report to me immediately if you begin to feel strange. Folks might get scared. We should bury him somewhere. I'll send for hooks. I doubt that anyone would dare touch him with their bare hands. Let's go, Thorn. There's nothing else we can do for him. You bend down and take the captain's insignia off Krieger's chest. The pendant is hot. You hand it to your daughter. Keep this, Glita. We'll return it to his family if we get a chance. Glita wraps Krieger's pendant with a piece of fabric and stashes it. At this rate, pretty soon there won't be much left of Krieger's pendant, and I'm afraid nor will there be of yours. Farewell, Krieger. You have been a good warrior and a true friend. This madness could have taken over any of us. Rest in peace. Okay. Well, now let's go to the barracks, because we do have a level up to do here. What shall we learn? Well, he's improved his accuracy, so he's got +1 to attack. Unlock skill focus. Increases your health by 18. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I can see how that's useful. Let's go ahead and get that. So that way he can trade health for damage, basically, straight up. Sop is not great. Did somebody else level up? Oh, Brett. Hello, Brett. You leveled up. We'll do accuracy. I feel like Sop has a problem with being too slow, but he's such a good, like, excuse me. He's such a good tank. Just bash my microphone there. So, okay, so I'm gonna try walking between archway. Damn it! I wasted it. It sucks. Market. Let's see if there's anything worth buying. Energy +2, health +4, attack +1. 0 of 5 fragments, 0 of 6 fragments, 2 of 6 fragments. Nothing really there. It's time to gather your company and set out. Let's talk to Chila. She's not there, and see you see Vegan approaching. If Chila vanished, Scent Hounds won't track her down. She comes and goes as she pleases. Take my word for it, you'll only waste time looking for her. Alright. Your party is ready to set out, but Fisk is nowhere to be found. After some time, it appears Vegan is leading him towards you with a mob of villagers and guards on their heels. Blast my gizzard, Thorn. We caught your companion Fisk stealing. To make matters worse, as we tried to apprehend him, he speared Gren the Potter, taking this murderer into custody unless you have something to say. Tell Vegan that you are delivering the scumbag into the hands of justice of this kingdom. Your ancient comrade is taken aback, but he takes the criminal into custody. Your companions are disheartened by your decision. Morale went down.
In enemy territory, a campfire gives warmth, but the cold gives protection. Shadow Clan's code for warriors of peace.
Looks like we're back with our ninja friend. Go a little further in this episode. After all, who doesn't want to figure out what's going on with the ninja guy? Warrior of Peace is always ready to set out on the road. Our path leads to the Gellion Tunnel. Well, there's only one road here to take. And I'm by myself. I use much different cards. But I guess we'll just deal with it. Alright. The wooden road it is. You walk out of the city gates. Ahead lies the Gellion Tunnel, the shortest way south. Temple hymn is sung by the redhead still echoes in your ears. For the first time in 30 years, you remember your mother's tears the day you were taken for training in the Shadow Temple. Why did nothing stir inside you when you came back to take your brother in several years' time? Why did your family home seem strange? Why were you unmoved by your mother's tears? Why did your heart ache now all of a sudden? Reminisce. To free someone of pain, one must truly understand its nature. What wounded you in Wodan? The children among the prisoners looked at you with terror and curiosity, pointing their fingers, even smiling. It's how your brother looked when you came for him, before he knew the fate awaited you. Oh, hey, my dog just appeared under my desk. Your younger brother didn't know that you were brothers no longer. All Shadow Clan warriors are equal. There are no brothers or friends, no notions of age. You are the building blocks of the Shadow Temple. You pushed aside your mother and struck your father as he tried to stop your hand. These memories hurt deep in your chest. You struggle to name the feeling. Is it shame? The dark arch of the Gellion Tunnel looms ahead. Just before the entrance, you see a steel machine straddling an iron road, a relic from the times of yore. This tunnel is the shortest way south. The noise behind you makes you turn around. No surprise, some of the fugitives followed you south to the tunnel, currently guarded by Frisian soldiers. Remarkably, there isn't a single male amongst the fugitives. However, the women carry weapons, and the red-haired Reet is with one of them. Do they hope the guards are busy herding fugitives in the vicinity of Wodan? You raise a hand to the fugitives, indicating they should not follow you. The women stand still, but are in no rush to disperse. A Frisian detachment intercept you before the tunnel. You address the officer. I need to get to Gallia. Start the machine. Neither of us want needless deaths here. Frisian blinks at you and draws his sword. With all due respect, Icon, Frisians have dignity too. You won't pass while there's at least one of my men standing. You gather that you shouldn't be too pushy offering the guards their lives. Suddenly you sense unnatural heat. Something glows in the redhead's hands. Could these be magic battle cards? The woman is full of surprises. There is movement at the tunnel entrance. You can't let the Frisians start the machine before you get to it. It's time to remove an obstacle. The fugitives draw their weapons and stand beside you. Whatever happens, they chose it. Well, this is interesting. Reed is an archer. You have Bola the spearman. Kendi the hammerman. Alright. Swarty, another archer. And Shanette, an assassin. Well, we have no items, no idea what they do. Let's find out what's going on. My dog disappeared. It's like she was here 1 second and gone the next. Alright, little skeleton guys. Let's see what's going on. There are many enemies here. Let's take a look at our peoples. So we know this guy is super strong and can wipe out all kinds of stuff. Let's see. Reet is basically a standard archer. Exhausting shot. Ooh, that's nice. That's a new one. Kendi, hammerman. Armor breaker, glancing blow. She's about as tanky as they get here. Berserk. Increases your defense and walking distance by 1. Increases your energy by 27, okay? The assassin has bloodletting and power strike. Alright, and then increased defense and energy. All damage received is dealt to energy, okay? Because she got extra energy, yep. And then speed up goes faster. And then we have one other archer here. Same build. Same build. And then a spearman back here. Piercing strike, onslaught, defense, and retaliation. Alright, well, we're going to move you up here. We do want to be able to get to some of those guys back there. What are our fastest units? Can't really tell. I think 11 is speed. So we want to be able to get back to these archers pretty quick. So let's go. These are our battle cards, none of which can be used on the first turn, and it doesn't appear that any of them do healing. So, all right. So our ninja guy is not. Increase your defense by 42. Sudden Abyss deals 30 damage to all adjacent units. This is attack of enemy. Those are all adjacent. This is the long one, Sunburn. So if I get up there, and I have 3 squares, I don't think I can get to it. So, okay, so, let's do, yeah, this sounds good. Let's move here. And we will, Deadshot deals 17 damage. Let's just do a regular shot. That is energy. Also dodge. Dodge and dead shot. Seems like a good choice. So they used a card to heal, which means they're not using a card to act. So let's see. Let's move him up. Let's do this. Get some energy going. Excuse me. Marching in formation. Just the way we want. Time. Yeah, come on, get in here. Bring him in here. Get closer. Oh, damn it, I should have done it at the beginning. I'm a dumb. Don't mind me. They are moderately dangerous. Luckily now our turn order has reset, so. Okay, so he can do Sunburn. Deal with energy damage. to kill that guy. That was energy. That cost energy to do. Reed's gonna shoot the fuck out of him. Bye-bye. Archer. Oh, he's gonna shoot at our super guy. How rude. Whoa, that was a ton of damage. Okay. Unexpected. Where did that come from? Not good. Did not realize that that guy was free. Shit. That guy. Oh, I've just screwed this all up. Yeah, just nothing here to work with. All right, well we're gonna go here. Do rebound. I know that guy's just going to attack and kill my super... Oh, he didn't. That's interesting. Oh, because he's going to get another... Did he get the turn on that guy? I don't know. Armor crack. Stun. Expected. Alright, now you have to go here. This literally has to happen first, because otherwise... we can do Cloud Tower. So we're invincible-ish. Don't want to reduce my health. Deals 23 damage to energy, reduces and increases your energy by 6. 30 damage of health to all adjacent units. Just do stuff piercing gaze. has a sword. Nice. This guy's really annoying me. Got him. And only the spear lady went down. I think she got the level up for it. That's fine. You glance at the machine in the aftermath. There's no reason to worry. The mechanic's hiding in a hut perched on the shoulder of the mountain. The Frisian official sticks his head out of the carriage and disappears inside again. Fugitives who helped you during the fight wait patiently for you to speak or act. You walk to the mouth of the tunnel in silence. The young women follow you in kind. A tall, dark-skinned woman turns towards you. In my opinion, we should kill every last Frisian and manage the machine ourselves. I think it's only a matter of moving a lever or two. A very attractive woman, who obviously knows it, winks at you. Don't know about the machine, but every man has a lever that moves him wherever you want, if you know how to find it. Is that the same way for you, Icon? The inner workings of the Icons are the same, you reply, forcing a smile. But you can no more command an Icon than make the world revolve around you. You'll hurt yourself. Don't bite off more than you can chew. You can tell that the dark-skinned woman has had military training. An oaf might break a priceless sword, or hurt himself with it, you say. Think twice before walking on a precipice. A gust of wind might blow you off the edge. I don't get it. The levers look hard to break. You'd have to know how to do it. And I don't see a precipice. I thought that Icons were tight-lipped. A word to the wise, the talkative ones are usually impotent. Trust me, I know. If you do break the machine, I'll kill you. Hey, it's nothing complicated, the woman tells you. When I was a kid, I used to travel with a Gordon ferry with my dad. The ferry ran on steam engine 2. The wood goes here, the water's poured there, it's already set to go. We just can't move the levers. Damn, I thought I was strong enough. The woman waits for a word of approval, perhaps something more. All she gets is a cool warning. If you aid me, expect no reward or glory. Most importantly, do not cross me. Jeanette turns around. Your gaze drains the color from her cheeks. Obediently, she climbs down from the machine. She's not stupid, though. You open the carriage door and, one-handedly, haul out the Frisian. He won't know how to operate the machine, but you could question him. You just don't want the fugitives to get in the way. Who is the machine set up for? It is waiting for Pelko Sutari. You shall not escape vengeance. Press the tip of your sword to the official's chin. Answer my questions, say only what's relevant. Do you think Frisians have no honor? It's the Shadow Clan that's forgotten what honor is. One quick slice is enough to open the Frisian's chest. Whining in pain and clutching his bleeding wound, he collapses to his knees. You lift the official's chin with the tip of your sword again. What shall I find in the tunnel and beyond? Reed approaches you. Nobody deserves to be tortured, she says, in a low voice. If you're going to kill, do it. Pain for pain's sake is inhuman. You size up the redhead. She's just had a close brush with death, and here she is pitying a Frisian who'd never do the same for her. Her words echo in your head. This is the Frisian way. Pain for pain's sake. It's Frisia's foundation. I'm Kimron. My people kill, but they do not torture. Here in Frisia, it's the temple's domain. Its laws are not human laws. You swing your sword for the third time, and the Frisian keels over. Clenching his sliced throat, he jerks in agony. If a person becomes lowlier than the animal, he loses all humanity. It's pointless to question those who won't answer, she says under her breath. I hope you'll find me worthy of a painless death. You wipe your sword clean and return it to its scabbard. Reed's face is drawn. She awaits her deserved death, though very few people ever find the nerve to confront a warrior of peace. No one can run the ancient engine better than the men servicing it. It's time to knock on their door. You walk up to the hut where the mechanics are hiding and knock on the door. 4 Frisians emerge. They have nowhere to run. Judging by their faces, they saw the outcome of your conversation with the official. You look the mechanics up and down. Whichever one of you starts the machine and takes me to the other side of the tunnel may live. Severe punishment awaits those who aid you, such that death will appear a blessing. One of the Frisians says apprehensively. Draw your sword, press it to the Frisian's throat, and repeat your question. The man stutters, but no answer comes out. You slit his throat and wave your bloody weapon at the remaining mechanics. One of the Frisians gulps nervously, obvious despite his black beard. Tentatively, he raises a hand. I can start the engine and take you to the other side of the tunnel, but mark my words, you'll have to fight your way through. If I do this, my life is forfeit. They call me Doom, if you care. 2 more stabs with your sword, 2 more Frisians tumble dead to the ground. You address the surviving mechanic, who's now pale with fright. Doom, get the engine ready to start. Don't try to fool me. You can't hide from the Shadow Clan. Remember that you've chosen to live. The redhead, whose temple hymn performance impressed you with so much, shakes with anger, waiting for a chance to unleash it upon you. She won't say anything new, but you'll probably need the aid of her and her companions to get through the tunnel. What would you do had I finished off that wretched Frisian, the one you tortured beside the machine? Would I pay with my life for interfering with your plans? My kin, the Kimra, aren't exactly wandering healers and well-doers, but I'll always say that you must not inflict pain for pain's sake. I'll kill you if you stand in my way. However, I do not relish pain for its own sake. Do not meddle, and we shall part ways peacefully. Why choose the worst? Evil inclinations infect you with evil. You can slice bread with a dirty knife, but it won't be good to eat. But you can eat bread sliced with a dirty knife. Some eat the flesh of their enemies while they're still alive. With this, you leave return once. You silently approach the carriage and peek through the window. 2 of the fugitives are hunched inside. One of them wipes tears from her face, the other comforts her. It appears that they're talking about you. You should probably listen in. The wenches are stuck with you until you're through the tunnel. Bola puts an arm around the other woman's shoulders. It's going to be alright, Swarty. The worst is behind us. We weren't nailed to the scaffold, tortured to death, or sent to lands unknown. It's all in the past now. Swarty shudders. And what of the future? Did you see that icon? He's worse than the Inquisitors. He carved that Frisian like a pig. In a loud whisper, Swarty continues. Did you hear what the Inquisitors said about the icons? They can cut a child into pieces, but only if they're paid to do it. Or something like that. I was out of it by then. You've been out of it since the night we got rounded up in the Gordon Square. I told you that something bad was going to happen. There were many signs. How did we deserve this? Kendi was a prisoner, fine. But who did we ever cross? You, me, and Shannon. Swarty moans a complaint. Bola lowers her voice. Didn't you hear the temple servants? The temple of divine wrath requires blood. Lots of it. We expected them to drive us to Burkana and told us to wait until we got there. She hoped to escape to Burkana, but the executions began in Wodan. This icon is our only chance. You ponder this. Fugitives, it seems, hope for your protection. They must be crazy. You need no burdens or aid. Once through the tunnel, you'll part ways with them. You climb into the carriage and take a seat with a perfect view of the surroundings. Just as you expected, the wenches followed you. They procured some supplies. The rumbling of the engine makes them cringe. Doom shows up carrying several oil lamps. The tunnel is dark, he shouts. We'll need the lamps. There'll be an outpost halfway in, and we'll have to negotiate passage. Reed says something under her breath, her eyes still glued to you. You read her lips. Oh, we'll negotiate. You silently signal Doom to start the engine. There's been too much talk already, but you'll have to speak to the women sooner or later. They're stuck with you until you reach the tunnel's exit. Well, nowhere else to go but this Gellian tunnel. But we're going to leave off here for now, and I'll see you guys next time.